तमहमजं शरीरभाजां हृदि हृदि धिष्ठितमात्मकल्पितानां प्रतिदृशमिव नैकधार्कमेकं समधिगतोऽस्मि विधूतभेद मोहा समधिगतोऽस्मि विधूतभेद मोहा समधिगतोऽस्मि विधूतभेद मोहा।
ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञान अंजनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। Hare Krishna. Bhishma Stuti, last shlok, given in Srimad Bhagavatam, 1st canto, 9th chapter and text number 42. Now this may be the last shlok, but this is not the last lecture because we will be discussing the final teachings given by Bhishma Dev and its practical application in our life in our last lecture. So coming on to this shloka per se, Bhishma Dev is telling us the prayojan, the goal of devotion. Now coming on to shloka per se, Bhishma Dev says, Tam imam aham ajam sharira bhajam. Tam, that yes, you, Supreme Personality of Godhead. Tam imam, that now, tam imam aham, that now you are present before me. Ajam, you are unborn. While on the other hand, Bhishma says, Sharir Bhajam, that you are unborn, you are the Supreme Personality, but what I am Sharir Bhajam. In the very first line, Bhishma clarifies that I am, Srila Prabhupada writes, Bhishma is calling himself conditioned soul. No, Bhishma is not a conditioned soul. Bhishma is a Mahajana, he is a teacher of cult of devotion. But by his words, by his action, by his attitude or by his feelings, he is teaching us that how to do devotion. We have to remain grounded to the reality that we are attached to this body. As mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam also, Yasya Atma Buddhi Gunape Tri Dhatuke, that one who is attached, Yasya Atma Buddhi, that one whose intelligence attached to his this body, Gunape Tri Dhatuke, this body which is made up of 3 elements, Sa ev Ghokharaha, he is just like a cow or an ass. So we can very well see from our lives itself that we are always thinking about our body. We are not at the level of mind even, we are not at the what to call at the level of soul. And where does the point of love then come? So this is the very foundation of devotion, that yes, I am attached to this body, this is the reality. And in fact, this is the humbleness of a devotee, that although he may be advanced, but still he considers himself that he is attached to his body. Because this aspect is very much liked by Lord Shri Krishna himself. As seen in the case of Bhishma Pitama, Lord Shri Krishna is focusing his attention on Bhishma Dev because of this quality. And this aspect is very well demonstrated by Lord Chaitanya himself, as mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita Ante Leela, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Prem Maryada. Yet yes, although we are trying to love God, but we do not, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was not imitating gopis. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was always in the mood of separation. He was crying in separation, in Gambhira, in the last years of his life. And hence, the intimate pastimes, what he discussed were only with those between Swarup Damodar and Ramananda Rai. And they were not discussed in public. So this was the message, Prem Maryada. We have to respect those feelings. We have to worship those feelings. So this is the very first teaching. And further, Bhishma Pitama says, Riddhi Riddhi Dhishtam, that yes, you are present, Riddhi Riddhi, everyone's heart, Riddhi Riddhi Dhishtam, situated, you are present in everyone's heart. That means Bhishma Pitama is trying to tell us that yes, you know the inner desires of everyone. We cannot hide what is within us from you. And hence, we need to purify ourselves first before establishing any relationship with the Lord. So Bhishma Pitama says, and also Bhishma Pitama is trying to impress upon this point that at the time of death, you cannot offer your money, you cannot offer any fruits, you cannot offer any flowers to Lord. That time only your pure existence, your purity, what purity is in your mind, that purity, that mati is the gift which a devotee will offer to you at the time of death. And thus we need to purify ourselves if we want to give something to Lord Shri Krishna at the time of death. And hence we need to purify ourselves. And further Bhishma Pitama says, Atma Kalpitanam, that Kalpitanam, that even you are present within the heart of those mental speculators. Srila Prabhupada writes that mental speculators, like the students who are after the knowledge of Upanishads, Jnani, they try to achieve you, they try to reach your effulgence by the knowledge of the scriptures. While on the other hand, yogis, they try to focus their attention on their localized Paramatma form in their hearts. But a devotee, he wants to establish a relationship with you, he wants to talk to you, he wants to serve you personally, and hence a devotee focuses on your Sham Sundar Roop, your actual form, your activities, your name and your fame. That is the actual relationship a devotee shares with the Lord to give pleasure to the Lord. And as also given in Srimad Bhagavatam, that you exist, or that although you exist as Brahma, although you exist as Paramatma, although you exist as Bhagwan, as mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam 1st canto, 2nd chapter and text number 11, Vadanti tat vedas tat jnanam yat advayam. Vadanti tat vidas tat tattvam yad jnanam advayam. That the learned saints, that the learned transcendentalists, they know you as absolute one, that you are non-dual. Brahm eti paramatmeti bhagwan iti shabdate. That although you exist as Brahm, your effulgence, Brahm eti paramatmeti, your localized aspect as Paramatma, bhagwan iti shabdate. But the final word is, but the final absolute truth is Lord Shri Krishna himself as the all in everything. Bhagwan iti shabdate. So this is the final verdict of the learned transcendentalists. This concept of duality, that Lord is Lord is present in different forms. He is different. He is different as effulgence. He is different as Paramatma. He is different as in his personal feature. This is disproved here, as mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, as also authorized by Bhishma Dev here, that yes, you are non-dual, and you who are present before me, you are the original Narayana. So this message Bhishma Dev is trying to give us, and which is by an example, Bhishma Dev is trying to tell us that Pratidesham ev, that Pratidesham, Srila Prabhupada translated that as although you are existent in every direction, like a sun. The example is given, na ekadha arkam ekam, that although the sun is one, but sun is perceived differently, maybe differently in India, differently in China, differently in America, but the sun is one. A very nice example actually. The sun is one but perceived differently. So here So this is due to ignorance, and this is due to ignorance of the inconceivable energy of the Lord, that He can be present everywhere. So this also manifests the Aishwarya of the Lord, inconceivable potency, inconceivable energy of the Lord, that He is simultaneously present everywhere, yet He is one, original. This concept Bhishma Dev is telling, and through this example Bhishma Dev is trying to establish this point, that to understand Lord, to establish any relationship with Lord, first of all we have to understand His Aishwarya. Mahatmya Jnana Yuktastu. Mahatmya Jnana Yuktastu, that Sneham Bhaktir iti Proktaha, as given in Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu also by Rupa Goswami, that how Lord is great. This is, first of all, we need to understand Mahatmya Jnana Yuktastu. Mahatmya Jnana, you should understand His Aishwarya. Srila Prabhupada also said that try to understand how Lord is great, and then only we will establish a relationship. The Maryada will be established only when we understand how Lord is great. Otherwise our dealings with the Lord will be very cheap, and we will try to imitate the pastimes of gopis. So this is very important aspect, as also mentioned by Narad Muni in Narad Bhakti Sutra, that if we do not try to understand the Mahima of the Lord, the Aishwarya of the Lord, then our dealings will become just like the cheap dealings between a young boy and a young girl. So this is a very important concept. And finally Bhishma Pitama says in the last line, Samadhi gato asmi, vidhut bheda moha, that being freed from illusion, being freed from this illusion of duality, now vidhut bheda moha samadhi gato asmi, that now I have entered this state of samadhi. That means Bhishma Pitama is telling that by following this process of devotional service, I have entered this samadhi. What focus I have achieved, this was possible only because of devotion. As also given in Brahma Samhita, Prem Anjana Churita, that Prem Anjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena, Santaha Sadeva Hridayeshu Vilokyanti, that the eye of devotion, with the eyes of devotion tinged with the salve of love, one is able to perceive the Lord within his heart. And here Bhishma Dev is he's having darshan of Lord. In fact, not just darshan, Lord is himself focusing his attention on Bhishma Dev. He has personally come to bless Bhishma Dev. This is the position of a devotee. Prem Anjana Churita, with a salve of love in the eyes of devotion. So this is the attitude of a devotee. Samadhi gato asmi. So finally, Bhishma Dev, what Bhishma Dev is asking from the Lord is he doesn't want your effulgence. He is not visualizing you, Lord Krishna, in his heart. He wants sweet relationship with Lord Shri Krishna, and that was very well reciprocated by Lord Shri Krishna in this case, as we have seen. So this sweet relationship, this is what is desired by a devotee. And now the conclusions of all the teachings of Bhishma Dev will be discussing in our final lecture. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.